They said it couldn't be done, but we did it.
We nailed it, and under budget.
And we'll share with you why being a Thousand Trails member is the budget-friendly way to book some time in the Florida Keys.
Hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Natasha.
And we are nursing our travel bug.
And we are coming to you from the beautiful blue waters of the Florida Keys.
We are at Fiesta Key Rv Resort. It's part of the Trails collection with Thousand Trails. We were told you'd be lucky to get 2-3 days together. I stayed on it. We got 2 whole weeks. And we're going to tell you how we did that.
And we'll share with you some budget-friendly ways to enjoy the Florida Keys without breaking the bank.
So yes, now that Natasha has a new job, we're not stuck to one location for 3 months at a time, and we decided we could sign up for Thousand Trails. Now this is part of what they call the Trails Collection, which is an added fee when you join Thousand Trails. But we're going to show you around Fiesta Key Resort. Also to note, when booking in peak season, this resort books for about $200 a night. Now, even if you just got the zone pass with Thousand Trails, usually around $600, it would definitely pay for itself with a 2-week stay here. Now, this is a prime resort, so Thousand Trails does charge a $20 fee per night. But really, for 2 weeks in the Keys, $140, that's not bad at all. Now, as we said earlier, folks would tell us that it's nearly impossible to get a week, let alone 2 weeks in the Keys during peak season. But we're here to tell you, of course that's possible because that's what we did. Now, it does take work. I feel like I was checking every day. I would go online and chat with the customer service, or I would call their customer service telephone number. And I would check in and say, how about today? Is it available yet? Is it available yet? And usually the answer was no. Now, another tip for getting into the Keys with Thousand Trails is I was available to get a week. So like folks say, book whatever days you can get and just try to extend from there. If I recall, it was about 2 weeks before Christmas, and finally I was online chatting with customer service, and they said, hold on a second. I may have a few tricks up my sleeve. And before you know it, they said, how about 2 full weeks? So that was amazing. So yes, it took time. You had to stay flexible. It was getting scary towards the end because I'm like, we have nothing booked, but it worked out. And from what I hear, it usually does.
While I love these RV campground bathrooms because of the endless supply of hot water, this one was actually challenging to dial in. It kept getting hot and cold and hot and cold, and the water pressure wasn't very good. In fact, I probably have better water pressure in the RV, but it gets the job done.
A bit more about Fiesta Key Rv Resort and its amenities, like its fish cleaning station here. They even have a fuel station to fuel up your personal watercrafts or your fishing boats. A couple nice camp stores. They'd fill your propane for you. Decent laundry room. And just to note, for all the high prices in the Keys, the laundry prices weren't too bad, as you can see here. And it's handy that you can use a card right at the machine. If you're bringing your dog, they have a little dog park here. Don't forget to clean up after your pet, of course. Not bringing a dog, there's other wildlife you might catch a glimpse of. Natasha enjoyed taking her breaks and going for a stroll around the park. She was hoping to catch a glimpse of something swimming in towards the docks every day. Right at the edge of the water, they have this bar and grill. Right next to a lounge area with some tiki huts, some lounge chairs. They have a couple yard games sprinkled out there. And they got 2 hot tubs. And swimming pool right at the water's edge as well. Though our kids have outgrown it, they have a pretty nice play area here for the little ones.
So we were just finishing up after dinner and heard these sirens go off, and we thought, oh no, somebody in the park is sick or something happened. But then we see a special passenger in one of the vehicles. That is Santa on his fire truck sleigh. Came to visit all of the kids in the RV park here in Fiesta Key. Like, how fun is that? And the kids got a really cool fireman's hat, and they got to get a handful of candy too. So what a fun little surprise while we're hanging out down here in the Keys. Hi. Well, it is just a couple of days before Christmas, and we're gonna give each other a little gift of getting away and having a date night.
Yep, while we're out, unfortunately we do have some more errands to run too. We've got a few more gifts to get. Then we're gonna buy our groceries for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Well, let's get on the road. This date night started.
We want to do some water sports while we're here, some snorkeling. And while they have a lot of touristy areas, a lot of their stuff is cheap and chintzy and like made in China. So we thought we would stop at the Bass Pro Worldwide Sportsman Shop here. Yes, there's a Bass Pro shop in the Keys. And I've heard that Ernest Hemingway's boat is inside, so let's go check it out. So here we are in the actual boat that Ernest Hemingway used when he came down to the Keys, the Pilar as it is called. And it goes along with our theme of inexpensive ways to explore Key West. So yes, you can come to the Bass Pro Shop, check out this boat in person for free. We're such party animals, we're shutting the grocery store down. Yeah, so after we did some fun shopping and had dinner, of course we headed to Publix to get some groceries. Now the thing to note about coming to the Keys is that everything costs more, including just regular old grocery items. So if you can make like a Walmart run or regular grocery store run before you come down here, you will save yourself a lot of money. But if you're down here like we are for a couple of weeks, it's a necessity. $7 for admission, not too shabby. When you come down to the Florida Keys, it's all about the water. And doing some of the things like chartering a boat or going fishing, things like that, can get a little pricey. But there's hope.
This is Long Key State Park. We're like 5 minutes from Fiesta Key. For 4 of us, it was $7 to get in. It's cheap.
Very cheap. You can just come and enjoy the park with that entrance, but we wanted to see if we could catch some of the local wildlife. And you can actually find some snorkeling gear relatively inexpensive. In fact, because we're here at Christmas time, the children receive their snorkeling gear for Christmas from Grandma and Grandpa. But if you do happen to purchase some snorkeling gear, you can get some relatively inexpensive, like $20. So we're gonna jump in the water and check it out. But it's another budget-friendly way to come and explore the Florida Keys. Whew, that dip was refreshing. The water was kind of cold, wasn't it?
A bit at first.
Yeah, and then you warm up, get used to it. Bella has always been our water baby. You can never pull her out of the water. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite part?
I found a shell.
Yeah, you did. She found a cool shell and some coral, which is pretty neato. We made sure it did not have an animal in it, right? Now we're gonna dry off and go for a little hike. Okay, let's head out on our walk. The Long Key Side Track. Construction of the Overseas Railway began in 1905, and the trains continued to run until the Labor Day hurricane of 1935 struck the Florida Keys. Handcars first started appearing in the mid-1800s and were normally made from whatever spare parts were laying around. The replica before you is a base model Sheffield handcar. The wheels the car sits upon are original and were found within the boundary of the park. Check it out. So another really cool freebie here at Long Key State Park is they have these lounge chairs spread throughout the picnic area. So you can just come and chill and soak in the sun, man.
Get here early. Claim your spot. Back in nature, exploring another Florida state park. This time we are in Bahia State Park. Now, if you have a large vehicle like we do, parking is challenging, especially in this park because it is super popular. In fact, we were literally the last ones to check in the park today before they closed it down. But here's a little tip for all you big riggers. They have overflow parking down by the marina, you can see here. And yes, while this is
usually intended for trailer parking, it does offer oversized vehicle parking as well. So we were able to park our monster truck here, and as you can see, there are plenty of other open spaces, so we're not taking up potential spots for other boaters because nobody else is allowed in today. So there's your tip. Park in the marina overflow parking if you've got a big truck. Now let's go have some fun. Look at that, they have all kinds of rentals, kayaks, chairs, umbrellas, snorkel equipment, and a dive flag. Come to the park, you've got two different swimming areas, and the one swimming area that's in between the railway and the road is great. The waters are calm, you can see lots of plant life. We did stumble upon an outcropping of rocks that actually had some fish, so that was pretty spectacular. But the other side is the open water, so you get a lot more of the waves and a lot more of the churning. It's the first time I've ever snorkeled, and after like feeling the waves like roll you along and then the plant life swish back and forth, I was getting a little seasick. So we're gonna take a little break and walk around. Old Bahia Honda Bridge Trail. Did you know the trail you're walking on used to be part of US 1, the Overseas Highway? The state of Florida bought the rights to what was originally the Key West extension of the Florida East Coast Railway after the railway met its demise in the 1935 Labor Day hurricane. This bridge was one of the 42 bridges that connect the Keys to mainland Florida. After a long day of swimming, you have to stop by Sweet Savannah's and get yourself a traditional, award-winning key lime pie. Just look at it. It's a thing of beauty. And it is so good. Definitely worth the splurge. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment. What was your favorite part of the Florida Keys? Thanks for watching.